Welcome back to the wrestling world. Now it's time for another pay-per-view prediction, and it's Impact Wrestling's Turning Point, which will take place in Las Vegas. So here we go. Our first match of pre-show, we got Impact Digital Championship Online, Jordan Grace against Chelsea Green. I think that should go in favor of champion this time, but maybe in the future we can have Chelsea Green as a champion if that feud continues. Next on pre-show, we got a tag team match. Finn Juice against DK's Crazy Steve and Black Taurus. Both tag teams have been really dominant, but I think Finn Juice have just a slight advantage of the experience and as well as performing at top level than the DK's Crazy Steve and Black Taurus. So I will go with the experience Finn Juice. Brian Myers versus Chris Swan was supposed to have a turning point, but unfortunately Brian Myers can't make it out because of injury. But still, we have Chris Swan's match confirmed on the pay-per-view against an unannounced opponent. No idea who will be that opponent, but I think Chris Swan should get a win against anyone, keeping in mind that he was really dominant world champion in recent times for Impact Wrestling. Next, we got the best ever thing happen to Impact Wrestling, their X Division. It's a three-way match. Trey Miguel will defend his title against Steve McLean and Barry Rocket. All of these three superstars have really good potential to put a show stealer, which X Division always does. But when it comes to outcome, I think it should be Steve McLean to be the champion. He has been booked really dominant since signing with Impact, and I think to finish that booking, it should be with a championship on his shoulder. Next, we got a veteran of Impact Wrestling, Chris Sabin, against the present and the future of Impact Wrestling, Ace Austin. And as he's a veteran, Chris Sabin, he should do what the veterans do, just put over young guys. And I think with that victory and some other victories over other wrestlers, Ace Austin can finally be on the track to chase the championships once again and reach at the top of the mountain in Impact Wrestling, which he really deserves. Now we got tag team action. Eric Young and Joe Derwing of PBD against Heat and Rhino. This story is going around for the redemption of Rhino for what BBD done against him in recent times. So Heat and Rhino can be really good tag team and they can easily get a win over Eric Young and Joe Derwing. Yes, it will hurt PBD because they were really dominant faction in Impact, but they can be on the track. Next is a hell of a beat for Matt Cardona. Really sorry, but I have been not a fan of letting a wrestler to lose at the top of his booking. That should be W. Morrissey because he has been really dominant since his arrival to Impact Wrestling and he can continue it after brutalizing Matt Cardona at Turning Point as well. Next, we got Impact Knockout Tag Team titles. The Inspiration against DK. The Inspirations just won the title at the last pay-per-view after making their debut with Impact Wrestling, and I don't think so they can be booked to lose the titles in a short time. So it should go in the favor of the Inspiration. Next, we got Impact Knockout Championship match. Mickey James against Mercedes Martinez. As I said, the Inspiration cannot be booked to lose their title quickly. Same should be for Mickey James. She has been a veteran and just become the champion after ending the historic reign of Diana Purrazzo. So I don't think so she should lose the title so quickly that all of the previous storyline and the previous champions booking will be hurt. Now we got the Good Brothers against the Bullet Club, or we can say the former members of Bullet Club against the current members of the Bullet Club for the Impact Tag Team titles, and that should go in the favor of the challengers Chris Bay and Hikaru. Chris Bay, when he was decided to pick up for the top faction by Jay White, that was really good for him and as well as for other wrestlers in Impact Wrestling to showcase their talent so that they can get the opportunities at the different levels as well. So this should go in the favor of Bullet Club. In our main event, we got Moose versus Eddie Edwards for Impact World Championship, as well as with the addition of stipulation, Full Metal Mayhem. That should be a really brutal fight between these two who loves to get high spots in the match as well as sacrifice their bodies. Moose will continue his dominance with another win over fan favorite Eddie Edwards, and he should continue to get win over these fan favorites until Sami Callihan returns from injury and dethrone him as the champion.